I'm Abbas Kuku. I'm a Sudanese by nationality, but currently living here in Kenya as a refugee in the Kakuma refugee camp. So as I speak currently, I'm 25 years old. I'm a student at KCA pursuing software development. Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently.
His most notable achievement was developing MedS, a platform that he built using skills that he gained through the program in Django. This platform is meant to allow refugees and residents of Kakuma camp to reserve queue numbers from home, improving efficiency and accessibility for medical services. Abbas' story showcases how the PLP program equips learners to address real-world challenges, particularly in undeserved communities.
So the skills that were being taught at Powerland, I didn't have them at hand when I joined. So I joined just with some basic skills, like just things to do with HTML and CSS. And then when I joined the program, they were offering for us 6 programs. So 6 units, of which 3 were compulsory, like their foundation, you can do them. Then 3, you can choose and do them. So for me, my electives were, I can either do Python, I can either do that with Flutter, or I do web development. So I consider, okay, now that I really want to learn Python. So although it is hard, I just consider, okay, for me, I'm going to specialize in Python. Powerland, how they impact me. One, I was able to learn a Python language that I did not know, and specifically the Django. Django, it is the one we use to build the backend. So I was able to learn the Django, and also it is the one I used to create my final project. Because when we were creating our final project, they told us that your project must have front-end and back-end. So I used my Django skills to create my back-end system for the project. And then also what stood out for me for Powerland is the resources, the availability of the resources that we have been introduced, because there are very many resources that I didn't know about. Like we have been even introduced to this thing called Ginger templating. You can use it to adjust your codes in the Django. So I didn't know about them. And also we did I think it was like 3 hackathons, of which I've never even done what is hackathon. That's the first time I was being introduced to hackathon. And yeah, it is even some of the skills that I have even introduced in my portfolio, that I built this, and I attended the first hackathon, PLP first hackathon. I attended the second PLP hackathon. Yeah, and also the facilitators, they were really there for us to help us whenever you find like you have maybe a problem with your program or your code is not running well. So they were always available, and they were ready to help. And also Powerland, they really wanted to mentor the students. So in the end of the program, they told us that you can now apply to be an intern. So you can intern in any language that you find you are okay with. Yeah, finally, I was able to build a project. The project is called MedEase. So this project is mainly focusing on refugees in Kakuma. So this is how the project came into my mind. So when we were almost towards the end of the program, we are told you need to build a real-world project that is solving an issue. So for me, so there was this issue of early waking up at around 4. You go and line up in a clinic or hospital so that you get a number for treatment. And I consider there was a time I went to clinic 2 just to go and line up for my cousin so that she can get treatment. So there we were just, you throw exercise on the ground, then security will just come and collect the exercise, and we'll go and assign just 100 numbers. So if you don't fall among the 100 numbers, then automatically how sick you are, you are not given the medication. So you just go back home. You can either come in the afternoon or you join now the evening people. So looking at that, it was a bit challenging, and now not even a bit challenging because people were getting sick, and the place do experience a lot of rain at some point, and mosquitoes are very, very many in that place. So people get sick, and the population also is too big. So imagine you go to hospital and you line up, and then you miss a number, and then you just go back home. So when I was now building my project, and when I was looking at some of the problems that I can solve using my skills that I have, I say, okay, there's this problem back home that people are still waking up at around 4 or 3 just to go and line up and secure a number for treatment. How about if we use something which is technological that allow people, instead of just imagine waking up at 4 and even there is insecurity issues along the way. So instead of waking up at that time, you can just book an appointment, or you just reserve your queue from home. Then the receptionists, they will get your information. Then from there, they will just call you and assign you number. So from there, you will know if it is number 10, then maybe you are required to be there immediately. So the app is very simple. It is just a web-based application. So it requires user you create an account or you register. Then when you register, you log in. So after you log in, you now go to direct the part for booking the queue. So when you are in the part for booking the queue, you put in your details, and then there is a part for the fill for message, where you will just write for the receptionist that I'm booking for a number at this time. So please provide me with a number, or let me know when I will come to the hospital. But the project, as I said, is still a small project, but I want to, maybe with time, I will make it like a real project that even include chatbots where you can chat with the people like online, and you can get a prompt or a quick reply. I want to send a message to people. I'll just tell them you need a tech skills, and you need to be a change maker in the community. Join PLP, where people build a real world projects and people are being mentored. And especially for those who want to do business-related ventures, there I give PLP 100%, because when it comes to business venturing, they really help people, especially in the part where now you want to take your project to a higher level, you want to go and pitch it to investors, so they will really mentor you. So just consider PLP as a place where you can make sure you drive your business and also have the tech skills that you want.
MedEase is just the beginning of what empowered minds can achieve, even in the most challenging environments like Kakuma. Together, we can bridge the gap and provide opportunities where they're needed the most.